So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
Number 1.
So Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So we're up and running. We are into reverse fixtures here. This is the second meeting between these sides. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of break.
Kane! Goal! Manchester United! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I query, Peter, whether he should have been allowed to do that in the first place, but absolutely nothing wrong with the finish.
Number 19, Harry Kane!
So, a breakthrough already. Havertz. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That is good alertness. Havertz. Distributed tidily. That has ended up in no man's land. Madueke. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And here's Havertz. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Madueke picks it up out wide. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It's a pretty loose pass. Saka. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. from there. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ball driven towards the far post. He's had a go! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Calafiori. Now it's Madueke. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the run. And that's been decent chance! Well, now that's another chance! In he goes again! It's hit the upright. Fires it in low. Robertson getting this one clear. Pass somewhat off target. He's in a great position here. Good. Havertz! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And they've got a throw. Robertson goes on a charge down the left. And this is Kane. Robertson, chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Calafiori, Rice, and Madueke. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's picked it up out wide. He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Subimendi. Saka tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's a throw-in. Played into the middle. Messi. Fired deep towards the back post. Caicedo clears. Nicked it back promptly. Subimendi. And it's Timber. Saka is in a really good position out wide. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Havertz. He's having a go. Oh, it's hit the post. And the pass is intercepted. Raya. Keeper's got good distance on that. Akanji is there and he can get that clear. And it's Rice. And Caicedo. Timber. He's picked his way through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Havertz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 1 minute added
He
time.
thumps it clear. Timber. There's the whistle for half-time. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And we're underway again.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Messi. Now it's Kane. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Kane. He's gone for goal! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Saliba, and it's Rice. Now Subimendi. Saka. Now it's Kane. Calafiori kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? The most accurate pass. And here's Kane. Real chance here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good read, needed to be. Gabriel. Manchester United are still that goal to the good. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gabriel, Messi gets a foot in here. And it's Valverde.
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
Kane looking understandable. Just about within shooting range. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Calafiori. Caicedo. Now it's Kane. And this is Messi. Plenty to aim at here. And he's taking no chances there. Rice. Calafiori. That's Eze. Calafiori. Kane. It's Kane! And a terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Zubimendi clears it away. Kane being hunted in packs.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
He is through here. Havertz. Now it's Kane. Pinches it off him. Eze. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played into space, and he's intervened well there. 75 minutes played. And they've got rid. What a throw in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 20. Madueke.
And they win it back again.
Number 33, Calafiori. Coming on the field, number
Now it's
19,
Trossard.
Trossard. Number 71,
Now it's Camavinga.
number 49,
This is Messi.
Luis Skelly.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that is out of play. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Camavinga! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Knocks it out wide.
He'll be disappointed with that. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rice. Kane. Very much into the last knockings. Rice. Subimendi. Foot in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now that's well seen too. Caicedo. Over to the left.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Arsenal have reclaimed it. And that will be it. So the perfect end to the season, the feel-good culmination around which the supporters can gather with appreciation. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, we're effectively seeing the culmination of all the work you put in for a whole campaign. I really appreciate the fact that both sides, despite the end-of-term feeling, went at each other as if it were day one. And in my mind, it was the right result.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger, won't we?
So hello and a warm welcome to all fans of Spanish football. It is great to have you on board again. We all remember, of course, so vividly the memories of last season, but now the slate has been wiped clean, and ahead of us, months and months of toil, sometimes torture and travail, but as ever, it will all be worth it in the end. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And so in Spain, the great game is ready to get going again.
It really is a thinking man's league that's given us some of the best teams, best players and best tactics and philosophies, Peter, in the 21st century. So how could it not be good?
La alineación del Barcelona será...
The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
So that's got things underway.
Well, one result is not going to decide the outcome of the season, Peter, but whichever team is fitter and better drilled has a huge advantage at this point.
And a chance! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah.
Camavinga! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Camavinga is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. He's having a go! Decent enough try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Tolyan. Olasagasti. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Olasagasti. Barcelona replying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals.
And a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Caicedo. Here's Oyarzabal. Kane. Goes for the shot! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Olasagasti. Great defending, strong and determined. No goals as yet. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? Olasagasti is wide and looking to get onto this. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Kane. Now it's Camavinga. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Kane. Played out wide. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Distributed tidily. Now the ball in. He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Kane. Here's a shot! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in front! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone.
It seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's had it taken off him. He's in a great position here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Caicedo. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal with the cross. And this is Messi. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. He's under a lot of pressure there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Messi. Good chance here! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Messi probably should have taken a...
It is a corner. Olasagasti plays it short. There's the shot! And that has been clubbed away. combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Over to the left. And that is out of play. Sagasti. He's shifting through the gears here. Mikel Oyarzabal. It's a really well measured ball. Good effort from distance. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Sagasti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That has surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Kane. Played out to the left flank. Cross from Robertson. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to... Now.
Toljan. Sagasti. Caicedo. Now it's Kane. And he's had a hit! What a hit! What a hit! A Rossum! About as smooth as it gets! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you. Just about within shooting range. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Now it's Kane.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Robertson, nice looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. Played out towards the right wing. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
He's going for goal! Mikel Oyarzabal. Looking to go deep. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Cambio de jugadores.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Barcelona can consider themselves just about safe now. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Lofted in. Nice interception, well timed. Robertson. And he was quick to react.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's Olasagasti. Now it's Kane. And he's had it nicked away. And this is Kane.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oyarzabal goes on a charge down the left. And that is that. Barcelona have launched themselves in the desired manner. It's the perfect result to build upon in the weeks ahead. Kane picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, I think it's a good note to start the season from which we saw a lot of positives from an individual and team perspective. So roll on with the rest of the season. They've got impetus.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Demos la enhorabuena a nuestros jugadores que lo han dado todo en el campo.